The 2000s were indeed a unique period for Bollywood, marked by significant shifts in technology, culture and cinema. To understand why movies from this decade feel so distinct, we need to explore several key factors. Hello everyone, my name is Karan and welcome back to our channel Filmy Fables. Today, we're embarking on a nostalgic journey through one of Bollywood's most transformative decades, the 2000s. A time when the world was changing rapidly and Bollywood was no exception. But why do movies from this era feel so different? Is it merely nostalgia or is there something more tangible behind it? Let's delve into the magic of 2000s Bollywood.
मैं बस हिसाब कर रहा था कि जब मैंने जोड़ा, घटाया, गुणाकार किया और उसके बाद जब भागाकार किया तब एक ही जवाब मिला और अब शायद वो सही भी है। लेकिन अब मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि वो फिर एक बार जोड़ने, घटाने, गुणाकार करने और भागाकार करने में गलत क्या है?
A lot was going on in the 2000s. Single screens started to make way for multiplexes. The Hindi film industry, leaving the days of dubious underworld fundings behind, was being corporatized. Studios like UTV Motion Pictures set up shop. It must have been around the same time that I first heard the new ubiquitous term, content is king. I personally never liked it, but its practice of placing script over star brought about a revival in the middle of the road cinema with films like Ab Tak Chappan, Khosla Ka Ghosla, Rocket Singh Salesman of the Year. Stars reinvented themselves. Amitabh Bachchan started acting his age. Amir Khan, enabler, collaborator, producer and not just actor, promised quality mainstream entertainment and delivered on most counts with Rang De Basanti, Tare Zameen Par, Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na and Three Idiots. Hera Pheri helped find Akshay Kumar, an action star in the 90s, his sublime comic side. Saif Ali Khan was suddenly the most exciting star actor around, making adventurous choices, showing range in films like Hum Tum, Omkara and Being Cyrus. Shah Rukh Khan did some of his most loved films, Kal Ho Na Ho, Swades and Chak De India. There were remakes and sequels, mostly disappointing, except Dhoom was kind of fun and Don had one hell of an ending. Lage Raho Munna Bhai, which established Raju Hirani as a major director, joined the ranks of the hallowed sequels that actually improved on a fantastic first part. The 2000s were also when Hindi cinema, perhaps encouraged by the new exposures brought about by the internet, grew a whole lot darker. I remember watching Sriram Raghavan's Johnny Gaddar on my computer, at first finding the plot entanglements confusing but slowly losing myself in its world of seedy hotel rooms and highways, a bag of money and a blank-faced hero. I was taking in the pleasures of film noir without being conscious about it. The whole crop of Vishal Bharadwaj, Anurag Kashyap, Dibakar Banerjee and Sriram Raghavan, stylists with eyes for characters and milieus from the fringe, came into their own in the 2000s. We started seeing a lot more Uttar Pradesh and Delhi on screen, a lot more sex and angst. Devdi, released in 2009, was the apotheosis. One scene in particular calls to mind, when an old lady gives a moral science lecture to a very drunk Dev who has now come and sat next to her in a bus. How does he respond? He eats up her ticket.
Madam, ticket.
इसने खा लिया
Yeah.
इसने खा लिया
First and foremost, let's talk about technological advancements. The 2000s saw Bollywood embracing digital cinematography and special effects in a big way. This was the era when visual quality dramatically improved, giving movies a cleaner, more polished look. Films like Koi Mil Gaya and Krish, starring Hrithik Roshan, showcased groundbreaking visual effects that were revolutionary for Indian cinema at the time. These technological innovations allowed filmmakers to experiment with new genres and storytelling techniques, which significantly contributed to the distinct feel of movies from this era.
हमारा एंजल कब आएगा?
Another significant factor was globalization. The 2000s saw an increase in cultural exchange between India and the rest of the world. Bollywood films began incorporating more international elements, both in terms of locations and narrative styles. Movies like Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham and Kal Ho Na Ho are prime examples. These films, featuring stars like Shah Rukh Khan, Kajol and Kareena Kapoor, showcased glamorous international locations and a mix of Western and Indian cultural elements. This blending of cultures broadened the appeal of Bollywood films and introduced a new aspirational aesthetic. The rise of multiplex theatres in India during the 2000s also had a profound impact on Bollywood. Multiplexes allowed for a more diverse range of films to be shown, catering to different tastes and preferences. This shift encouraged filmmakers to experiment with new genres and more complex storylines. Films like Dil Chahta Hai and Lagan, starring Aamir Khan, broke away from traditional Bollywood formulas and introduced more realistic and relatable characters and situations. These movies not only found commercial success but also critical acclaim, setting new benchmarks for storytelling in Indian cinema. Of course, we cannot talk about Bollywood without mentioning music and fashion. The 2000s were dominated by catchy tunes and bold fashion statements. Music directors like Himesh Reshammiya delivered chart-topping hits that became anthems of the era, even if they're considered cringe today. Himesh Reshammiya's music in films like Aashik Banaya Aapne and Tere Naam was ubiquitous, defining the sound of the decade. Meanwhile, fashion was zany and zingy, with films like Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna and Dhoom 2 setting new trends. The star power of the 2000s was undeniable, and who can forget the era of Akshay Kumar's reign over comedy? With Priyadarshan at the helm, Akshay delivered hits like Hera Pheri, Bhool Bhulaiya and Garam Masala, becoming synonymous with laughter and light-hearted entertainment. When we speak of the 2000s, we must also talk about the Emraan Hashmi era. Known for his serial kisser tag, Emraan Hashmi starred in a series of bold and often controversial films like Murder and Zeher. These movies, along with Himesh Reshammiya's music, were the flavor of the season, even if they're viewed differently today. Even if his films did not perform well, the songs from his films were immensely popular. Vishesh Films produced many of these movies, including Tum Mile, Murder, Avarapan, Gangster and Jannat. So is the unique feel of 2000s Bollywood just nostalgia? While nostalgia certainly plays a part, there's no denying the tangible elements that made this era special. The technological advancements, the impact of globalization, the rise of multiplex culture, the evolution of music and fashion, and the undeniable star power all contributed to creating a distinct cinematic experience. The 2000s were a time when former Miss World Priyanka Chopra made her Bollywood debut, and her films performed admirably at the box office. In 2005, films like No Entry, Bunty Aur Babli and Dhoom were among the top-grossing movies. The year 2006 saw the release of several box office hits including Vivaha, Chup Chup Ke, Dhoom 2, Krish, Dawn, Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna and Lage Raho Munna Bhai. In 2007, newcomers such as Ranbir Kapoor, Sonam Kapoor and Deepika Padukone made their debuts. The year witnessed the clash of Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Saawariya and Farah Khan's Om Shanti Om. While Saawariya failed miserably, Om Shanti Om became a blockbuster. So why are the 2000s so special? Personally, I find the decade of the 2000s particularly special due to the plethora of beautiful songs that emerged during this time. Prominent singers included Atif Aslam, KK, Mohit Chauhan, Mustafa Zahid, Kunal Ganjawala, Sonu Nigam, Sukhvinder Singh, Javed Ali, Sunidhi Chauhan and Shreya Ghoshal. The decade commenced with music compositions by Jatin Lalit, followed by the dominance of the trio Shankar Ehsaan Loy. Around this period, music director Preetham rose to prominence with his Dhoom album, which became a massive chart-buster. This success was followed by hits such as Chocolate, Garam Masala, Gangster, Wo Lamhe, Dhoom 2, Life in a Metro, Avarapan and Jab We Met. During this period, people predominantly watched these songs on TV, unlike today's trend of short video reels. During this period, Imran Khan and Ranbir Kapoor were considered the next superstars. However, Imran Khan later faded from the limelight due to successive failures, while Ranbir Kapoor continued to enjoy success. The era of Preeti Zinta and Rani Mukherjee began to wane with the rise of actresses like Priyanka Chopra, Deepika Padukone, Anushka Sharma and Katrina Kaif. Kareena Kapoor, however, continued to thrive in her career. The 2000s were a time of immense change and innovation in Bollywood. The films from this decade not only entertained us but also reflected the evolving landscape of Indian society and cinema. Thank you for joining us on this journey through 2000s Bollywood. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let us know in the comments which 2000s Bollywood movie is your favorite and why. Until next, keep celebrating the magic of cinema. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, take care. Cheers.